Alright, hey YouTube, it's been a while. Well, today I'm going to start my review of Graceling by Kristin Cashore. I am a total of a whopping 34 pages in. I'm on chapter 4, and I already have some complaints about this book. Now, I thought it might be interesting to film myself like right before I've truly gotten into the story to see how I feel about it after. My first complaint is the names. Katza, really? It sounds like a weird version of Kayla to me. And then you have All and Gideon and Kanda/Conda. All sounds like she messed up the name Ollie, and Gideon sounds like she messed up the name Gideon. So I'm not really a big fan of the names, and I don't think they'll grow on me either. Another thing that I'm finding kind of annoying is I don't really like the writing style. It's very choppy, and it just doesn't flow. And I don't know any of the characters yet, and the world's kind of strange, and I really don't know how I feel about it. I was considering not finishing it, but I think I'm going to try and push through it, because everyone that I've heard of at least loves this book, so I want to give it a chance. I think that's all I have to say for now. I will update you guys hopefully at a later date, and I will see you guys in a little bit later. I'm probably going to save this every video segment, but I am so sorry for the weird angle, and I am really sorry for the bad lighting or anything like that, or if the camera moves. I'm currently using this little project to figure out where I like my camera the best and find like a good solid spot for filming. So now, in Graceling, I'm officially at page 322 in Graceling. And what happens between Katza and Poe since we last spoke, I feel like was a bit hasty. I think they're an okay couple. I think that they'll probably crash and burn a little bit. And it's like they can't live without each other, and they've only known each other for what, a month maybe? I don't know. It's very insta-lovey, and I can't decide whether I like it or not. I feel like it's going to be very dysfunctional in the future. And what we learn about Lek was very, I don't know, I felt like it was kind of obvious, and I feel like they figured it out too easily. I mean, it was very obvious. Oh, he has these animals. Oh, and the fact that Katza is completely defenseless against it, just like anyone else, I feel like that's a bit of a stretch. I mean, if you're Graced, you should be able to have at least some form. She should be able to fight it maybe just a little bit longer than a normal human could. When Poe went out to kill Lek, we all knew that wasn't going to work because it was too early. I mean, I'm right here, and obviously with a lot of book left, you're not going to just easily kill off the king that easily. I knew he was going to come back injured. When he did, no surprise. Now Bitter Blue, that was an interesting twist. I know there's fire in Bitter Blue that goes along with these, and I didn't realize that Bitter Blue would come into play already. I don't know how I feel about her. Again, I feel like she's a bit too stereotypical for my liking. I mean, this whole book is just a bit too stereotypical for my taste. I know it came out the same year as the Hunger Games did, so you know it's older. But I don't know. I have really mixed feelings on this book. So, I know I've only got about 130 more pages to go. We'll see how I feel about it in the end. Again, I really don't know how I feel about this book. It's strange, I'll give you that. So, once again, I will update you guys when I finished it. Hey guys! I've just come home from school, and guys, I finished it. I've finished Graceling. I'm so excited to finally come to the end. So, my initial thoughts. What was that ending? Seriously, what was that ending? Okay, yeah, spoilers all throughout this, I know. But I don't feel like Lek's death was justified and important enough. Like, he's been the antagonist throughout most of the story. And then the fact that she just went, boop, he's gone. And then we still had, like, 60 pages left. It was ridiculous. And then I hated how Poe reacted when they came back, and how killing Lek was his purpose. And then he didn't have a purpose for living anymore. Excuse me? Like, if you're as in love with Katza as you claim to be, then you would want to live for her. and how it's not the same because I can't see you. Like, how immature is that? It's like he only loves her for her physical appearance and being able to kiss her and whatnot, and I don't appreciate that whatsoever. And then their whole, I'm not gonna marry you because I don't want to tether you to me. Like, what? Are you kidding me right now? So basically you're putting a relationship with no commitment, and I was like, what? No, that's the whole point of a relationship, is you commit yourselves to each other. So I didn't like how this book viewed marriage. I disagreed with it. And I also thought the relationship between Katsa and Bitterblue was a bit strange, because Katsa constantly called her child, and it almost became a mother-daughter relationship, but then it was like sisterly at times. It was very strange. Overall, I think this book was just really strange. I mean, it has potential to be amazing. I just don't think it is. And then the epilogue was just really strange. I mean, it doesn't really wrap up anything. Gideon became a big deal in the beginning, I felt like. I mean, he proposed to her, and the fact that he's not over her, and yet Katsa refuses to get married to Poe, and yet Gideon's still holding on to her. It's this big, it's like Kristin Cashore wanted a love triangle, but it's so weak, because it was so obvious from the get-go that Poe was the one she was going to choose, and it was so obvious. I think I'm gonna have to give this book 3 stars. I mean, as I said, there were sections that I felt were good, and there were times that I could see the potential of the story. It just wasn't written well. In this world, they are wanting to use Gracelings and the Grace as weapons, when in actuality these people should be taught to use their graces. Yes, they should be taught to use their graces for good, and none of them were told to do that, and it's highly frustrating, except for Captain Fawn. Okay, and the names. I am still not over the names, guys. Gideon, All, Katsa, Bitterblue, really? They're like wannabe fantasy names. Not quite, though. Overall, this book's okay. It's not great. It's not fantastic. It'd have to be a really specific scenario for me to recommend this book to you. Like, say, if you want an example of how not to write a love triangle, go to this book. Or, if you're really extremely super duper bored, like say it's summer and I have a friend who's going, hey, I need something to read. What can I read? And they've already read all the other fantasy series that I know that are out there. And this is the only thing sitting on the shelf at the bookstore in the library. I will go, hey, how about this book? It's not too bad. It's kind of strange and awkward and weird and convoluted and immature at times, but it can be good and it can have potential, and once you read it, we can discuss it and you can rant with me. Well, that is all for me for today. I'm sorry if this video is long, or if it's obnoxious, or if you don't agree with me, or if I offended you, or anything like that. I'm sorry. I also apologize for my random hiatus. I had some stuff going on. So, that is all for me for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Comment down below if you had a favorite part of this book, if you liked it, if you disagree with me. Just talk to me down below in the comments. And yeah, I guess that's it. I will see you guys later. Bye!